YouTube, what's going on? It's April 2nd. My camera died at the party while we were filming. Had John holding the camera, same person that filmed the On the Way to Camp vlog. But unfortunately, the camera died as the show was going on. So, had the show. It went really well. We made a few $100s in sales. And the venue, mom said it's fine, was super dope. People kept coming up to me like, bro, this venue is just awesome. So shout out to them. And it was just busy as fuck. Like, I learned a lot. But even before the show, the dude that owns the venue, he was talking to me like while we were setting up the mics. And he was like, you're gonna learn a lot tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna learn a lot. Some of it's gonna go really well, some of it's gonna go really bad. But something almost always doesn't go according to plan. So just be prepared and enjoy the moment. Something like along the lines of that. I don't know why that was so detailed, but that's what he told me. And I did. So not to, the event went amazing, not to say anything on anyone, but this is what happened. So a couple people showed up late, a couple artists, and I think the way I marketed the time was bad. So someone actually told me I should do all at once. I marketed it as like 2 events in one. One starts at 7, one starts at 9. So I said it started at 7, and I actually wanted it to start at 7, the panel. Huge mistake. I should have just said the event starts at 7. Come at 7. Then people would have gotten there about 7:30, 8. Even those people would have caught the end of the panel, which really would have started at 7:30 or 8. And then they would, of course, catch the concert. But the way it happened, people really started showing up about 8, 8:30. And then the concert happened, and it went really well. The set list was very long, and we didn't get a rehearsal, so the vibe was a little bit off. The timing was a little bit off, and that's my fault, too. I need to be a little bit more detailed. I figured I would just be able to be like, well, I had measured the time, but it sort of changed because we ended up starting late. So I didn't really pay much mind to it. And before the show, Ricky Swank, he was like, hey, so how long is the set? Like, how long is all the songs? Like, do you know how many minutes? And then I was like, I know the general time, but not the exact minutes. He was like, go ahead and do that real quick. So I did it, and we needed to start right then, right at that moment, to really get through it. And then we did have a couple of times where the DJ played like a song in between performers. Because we also didn't rehearse, it was a little hard to get people's like backstage all at the right time, because I'm trying to, every time I walked outside, people were like tapping me on the shoulder trying to say something, which is awesome, super awesome. I actually really like that. Not in an egotistical way, but in like a, it was a great community, bro. Like, it was really good. But trying to, I'm like, oh, let me go look for this artist. I need to make sure they're back here because their song is in 2 songs. And then, people were going up there. And then toward the end, a couple people that were helping me out started like sort of managing, like getting their artists like, yo, your song is about to come up. So that was dope. And also having a community where everyone like knows each other and consistent people that we work with. It won't be a lot of new people to chime in. So it'll be easy for me to hire people and be like, yo, let me know. Just let these artists know, when their song's about to come up. Just keep track of where we are in the set list. And that'll work. We had to cut out a couple songs, but they all were good calls. And we had a few songs cut out of the set list, which is okay. All because we started late. So really thinking, because we started late, so because of the poor marketing, because of the not really thinking about what time people should get there, we ended up starting late. And that's the reason that people came late, because they didn't know what time it was really supposed to be walking the door. So that's really due to poor marketing. Or not poor, but not thinking about the marketing. And then the artist coming late, that's poor communication on my part. I should have been like, make sure you're there by 8 o'clock. You need to be in the building by 8 o'clock. And then what else? We didn't have time to do the raffle in person, so I did it here. And I had a bag with tickets. So, D drew one before we left. D worked the door. And sending out those gifts Really just a slot to On the Way Tapes 3 and then a t-shirt. Crazy enough, Chris, one of the engineers, his wife won the raffle. So they're getting a free t-shirt. And I just think it's funny that it was someone that worked on the album, but it's just like a little bonus gift, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then people were introducing me to their friends at the event, so I got some good networking in. Like, I met some people who do really cool stuff. And the venue owners, they told me that it was such a dope event. Like, they were like, this is a breath of fresh air. And I don't know how much they really meant that, but it meant a lot to hear that it wasn't a poorly planned event from the people who host and see events all the time. You know, they said it was good by their standard. And that was my first event, so people kept telling me that. They were like, yo, and for this being your first event, it was really good. So next time I definitely got to hire a point person. I got to have someone with me that's like, hey, I need you to like kind of manage everything that's going on. I need to make like a one sheet of like all the details. So I need to be like Julian on lights, drinks at bar, food with I'm Fried, Kyle. Just so anytime someone comes up and asks people a question, yo, is there food here? Or like, is the food expensive? Or fucking, what is that over there? Like, who's throwing this event? Who is it? They can be like, Tia, he's backstage, or he's up there, I'll introduce you to him. Cause bro, I'd be in the middle of a conversation and people would just like, you know, it's kind of that I'm back and forth, so it might be the only time they like see me right away and they want to say hello. They tapping me on the shoulder though, and I'm like in the middle of a sentence, and I hate like interrupting people like that, but I had to drop off so many conversations. Kind of felt bad, but it was all love. Like, it was so much love in the building. It was really dope. I don't really have a ton to say. I need the one sheet, just improvements on the event. If you would like me to go in detail on the event, I would love to, like, you know, break down all the different parts of it, what all I learned and everything. I'm a little sick right now. I left work early today. But yeah, man, the event was a success. We done sold a couple t-shirts at this point. A few people have them, and now it's kind of time to start working on getting the next camp up and rolling On the Way 3. I'm also still trying to get one more person's information so I can register all the songs for BMI and Sound Exchange and all that. So yeah, man, we're about to have some recap content coming soon. Now was the photographer / videographer there, and yeah, man, follow us on Instagram at madeindifference entertainment ENT, and my personal Instagram is MIDTIIEN. So tap in with us, stay updated with us. Go to our website www.madeindifference.com and check out the t-shirts that we have for sale. Check out our On the Way 3 album camp submission. What else? Just subscribe to the email list, man. It's gonna pop up. It's at the bottom of the page. So check out our email list, and we'll just be sending updates on all the stuff we're getting going, all the stuff we're doing. It's in motion now. It's live to the public. I feel responsible for it. In other people's eyes, like, I feel responsible for delivering content. I feel responsible for doing the right thing with people's music. I feel responsible for doing a high quality job when I do these events. You know, when I'm putting energy into a video. So, you know, it's a great feeling to be launched, prepared, and ready. One last thing I wanted to show was this. So I think this is awesome because I can hang this up, frame it, put it in my freaking house. I bought a canvas. It cost like $65, but I got paint supplies and a canvas from an art store, and I'm sure I could get this for cheaper. But I just laid it on the table next to our t-shirts and allowed people to just paint, and they did this cool stuff, man. I think it's awesome that I can have like a community builder like this. Like, all these people will remember this forever. They'll be able to look at this and be like, I painted on that. And I'll be able to look in my house. I'm gonna have a bunch of these. I'm probably do this at every event, bro. This is dope. I love this. So this will be like the art that's in my house. It'll be self-curated, self-created, like through what we do. Cultivate community and help people meet and get better and improve. So yeah, man, tap in with us. Hit that subscribe button. Let's stay tuned. We growing, we going, we moving in motion.